Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. فتعالى الله للملك الحق فتعالى الله للملك الحق فتعالى الله للملك الحق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. My name is Muhammad Awal. I am in the Indian from Nigeria. In the of Niger State, in Atirakogo, Niger State, a village called Go inside in Atirakogo. That's where I'm from. That's my village. I'm in the Biwa tribe. This is my number 87 video. So I come to this Lagos not once to live in South Lagos. I'm living in Lagos in the area. Lagos in the area. I'm not just Lagos. So every time when you come to that model, wait 5 minutes to my business is silence once, 5 minutes silent. So today's topic is about Allah is one that takes a soul. When you see yourself wake up and sleep, Allah has bring your soul back to your body. If you see yourself sleeping, then at that particular time, Allah has take your soul. If you see yourself fall dead, then Allah is going to take your soul. If you see yourself alive, then Allah is going to bring back your soul to your body. And that's why you see some of them you'll be hearing that is life after death. You'll be hearing inside the Quran Allah is reading about life after death. When you see your soul has come back to your body, then Allah has returned it back. The proof about it, then every time when you get up, immediately when you get up asleep, then you should know to yourself, when you fall asleep, Allah has take your soul. When you wake up, then Allah has bring back your soul to your body. Then immediately when you see yourself wake up, then at that particular time you should be thankful to Almighty Allah at all time. Praise Allah and thank Him. That's the proof. When you check the verse, look at the verse here. Verse 40. Verse 42. Look at it. Verse 42. It's short as Zumar. Chapter 1, verse 42. Look at it here. Then Allah said that Allah yatawaffal anfusahin. Look at it. The verse said, Allah yatawaffal anfusahin al-maut wallati lam yamut fi manamiha fayumsiku allati qada alayha al-maut wa yursilu al-ukhra ila ajalin musamma inna fi dhalika laayatin liqaumin yatafakkarun. It is Allah who take away the soul at the time of their death, and those died not during their sleep. He keeps those souls for which He has ordered death, and sent the rest for an appointed time. For a time appointed. Very in this are the sign for a people who think deeply. Look at the verse. Look at the verse. You see the verse? See it clearly. Allah is going to take a soul at the time of their death. Meaning when you see yourself fall dead, Allah is going to take a soul. There is another. Inna Allah yatawaffal anfusakin al-maut wallazi lam yamut fi manamiha. Allah is going to take a soul at the time of their death. Wallati lam yamut fi manamiha, and those who die not during their sleep. Immediately when you fall asleep, then Allah is going to take a soul at that particular time. When you see yourself fall asleep, at that particular time, Allah is going to take your soul. Then it says that وَيُمْسِكُ الَّذِي قَضَى عَلَيْهِ الْمَوْتِ. Allah said, keep those souls for those who are already dead with Him. وَيُرْسِلَ الْأُخْرَى إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ مُّسَمًّى. Then He returned soul. He returned soul for time appointed. Meaning, immediately when you get up on the sleep, then Allah has returned your soul back to your body. Then at that particular time, for those one that think deeply, at that particular time when you get up in sleep, the first thing you say, Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah. The first thing that's supposed to come out of your mouth, immediately when you get up in the sleep, then you should know to yourself, that's when somebody is saying that there's no second chance. Say that inside one, there's no second chance. Look at it. Every time Allah used to give you second chance. Every time Allah used to give you second chance. Immediately when you get up from the sleep, at that particular time, Allah has returned your soul back to your body. So see, He has given you another chance. Every time Allah says, what you do immediately when you get up, Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Fata'ala Allahu liman yakul. You continue praising Allah with it. Follow it away in between. Subhanallah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Fata'ala Allah. You will adjust your first minute, you will not allow unless somebody comes close to you. As if this one is recited. As if this particular person is recited, that's how it will be. So see, at that particular time, Allah has returned your soul back to your body. Then, obedient to Almighty Allah, the command of Almighty Allah, the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. At that particular time, you started following, you follow it. Follow it. The way Allah wanted, how He wanted. Give thanks to Almighty Allah. That's it. And then this one that we are seeing it, then you see is a phony. For somebody say that he's fighting Allah. For those one that he said that they are fighting Allah, they said that they are saying it's a very funny. When you look at it, it's a funny. You say that you are fighting Allah, or you are doing something that Allah doesn't want. It's a very funny, because when you are, if you say that you are running or you are doing something that you will sleep. Slumber will catch you and then you sleep. Then at that particular time, immediately when you sleep, or when you sleep at that particular time, then your soul is with Allah. Or if you are running, when you say you are running, for those one that used to go and commit and then go and run and hide. Then when you are running, when you are tired, you will fall asleep. Immediately when you fall asleep, your soul is with Allah. If Allah will, Allah will now return it back to your body. Will hold it. So that's where you will know that you yourself, as a human being, all the things Allah has created, you don't have inch, you don't have anything, you don't have inch. You turn away from Allah's command. Every time you should be giving thanks that Allah has created you. He has shown you the way, meaning the way. The best one, a way in between, a way to search for us is right and fast in the judgment. Immediately when you know this command of Almighty Allah, then don't waste time. Every time you should be giving thanks to Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Fata'ala Allahu limalikul hamd. That's what every Muslim is supposed to be. You should be thankful. When you see somebody is telling you about Almighty Allah, meaning the best one, using the best one, telling you a way in between, a way of Almighty Allah, then what will be? You listen, pay attention. Immediately, whatever you get there, you continue praising Allah with it. Following the command of Almighty Allah, because that is a chance you get. If you fall in slave, you doesn't know whether Allah, immediately when you fall in slave, Allah hold your soul. You doesn't know whether Allah will return it. So at that particular time that somebody is telling you the truth of Almighty Allah, you pay attention. When you hear it, you take it, you started doing it. Immediately, don't waste time. Then, because when you fall in slave, you doesn't know. That is when you fall in slave, Allah will, that time Allah has hold your soul. You doesn't know whether Allah will return it. Whether He might not return it. Whether Allah might not return it. So immediately when you see yourself wake up in slave, then Allah has returned your soul back to your body. Then what you do immediately when you wake up, then you started thanking Allah. You started doing the command of Allah how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. What is the thing? What are the things that I will do? That what remain that I will do? Yes, if I go to, I will go and make video of this. A way between or I will go and do this. I will go and pray. I will go and warn. I will go and tell the Muslim the truth. Anyone you choose, you do it. Make sure that time that you wake up, you think about the command of Almighty Allah. How you end in peace and go and meet Allah in the day of Rasul without any fault. Because at any time you can go, Allah can take you at any time. You doesn't know the time that you come to the world. You just find yourself in the world. Then, in the time that Allah will take you, you doesn't know. Is it 1 second? Is it 1 minute? Is it 1 hour? Is it 1 week? Is it 100 years? Is it 2 years? Is it half years? Is it many years? Is it single years? You don't know. So make sure at the time that you hear the command of Almighty Allah, then you follow it. Then when you hear somebody is talking about best part of one, you yourself you know that best part of that one. You yourself at that particular time that you are hearing somebody saying that, pay attention. Because it will be hard for you to hear an imam of these days say that one to you. It will be hard. You will never see an imam in these days that when you look at their command, they are not following the command of Allah. Allah said, don't lie, don't hide it. But follow a way between. Then that a way between and said that you follow. That's why follow Allah. Then that is best or right. But they went forth and disobey and allowed the salah and hide it. So see. So when somebody, for you to hear somebody say best part of what, it will be hard for you to see it. An imam of these days that are loudly their salah, hiding, disobey Allah, it will be hard for you to hear them say best part of one. Talk of best part of one. So see, then when you hear that best part, at that particular time, you pay attention. And then you listen well. Because that is the only chance you get. You don't know whether if you fall asleep, whether you might not wake up, whether you might wake up. Meaning whether Allah will return your soul back to your body, or He might not, or Allah might not return it. You doesn't know. So at that particular time that you hear somebody is talking of best part of one, you pay attention. Because it will be hard. You will never see an imam of these days that allowed it as well hide it to say that. They are not following, they don't know it. And they know, some of them know it, but they are not following it. Then, if you don't follow it, how will you know? How will you have knowledge of it? The best one, the way between you follow it. And the truth that's why you know that no one will ever escape Allah. That's where you know that no one will ever escape Allah. And then when you know that no one will ever escape Allah, that's where you know that that's where your faith will increase. You will do the command of Allah the way Allah wants, how He wants it, the way He wants it. And then that's through that best one, that's where you know that the whole one is speaking about what is happening now. Through that way. So you see. So when an imam comes to you, or somebody comes to you explaining the best part of the Quran, you pay attention, listen very carefully. Because at that particular time that you are listening, that's the only time you get. When you fall asleep, you doesn't know. When you fall asleep, that time your soul is with Allah. Then if Allah will, He might return the soul back to your body, meaning you might see yourself wake up. And then, if Allah doesn't will, He might not return it. He will hold it. So he doesn't know whether Allah might return it, whether He might not return it. So at that particular time that you have chance, you listen to carefully. Then Allah said, Inna Allah الله يتوفى الأنفس حين الموت والتي لم يمت في منامها ويمسك الذي قضى عليها الموت ويرسل الأخرى إلى أجل مسمى. It is Allah who take away a soul at the time of their death. Immediately when you see yourself fall dead, Allah is going to take your soul. So you see, dead. I say, وَالَّتِي لَمْ يَمُتْ فِي مَنَامِهَا. And then those who died not during their sleep. And those who died not during their sleep. Meaning those who immediately when you see yourself fall asleep, at that time your soul is with Allah. So you see, then Allah said, وَيُمْسِكُ الَّذِي قَضَى عَلَيْهَا الْمَوْتِ. Then he hold the soul of those who are already dead. With him, meaning he hold the soul of those ones that have already died with him. وَيُرْسِلَ الْأُخْرَى إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ. Then he return other soul for time appointed. Meaning when you see yourself wake up on the slave, at that particular time, Allah has returned your soul back to your body. Then at that particular time, what you do as a Muslim, what you do at that particular time, you continue praising Allah. Then you look for what Allah wants, how He wanted, exactly the way He command of Holy Matter, the way He wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. You pay attention, you do it. Because that's the only chance you have in the world. So that's the day. So it's a 40 for those ones that are abusing Allah, for those ones that are saying that they are fighting Allah, or they are, it's a very funny. They are running away from the command of Allah. When you run, when you finish running, you were tired, and then you fall asleep. Immediately when you fall asleep, your soul is with Allah. Then if Allah will, He might return. If Allah doesn't will, you might not return it to your body. Meaning, if Allah will, you might wake up. If Allah will, you might not wake up. So that's it. So it's very funny. And then again, this way you know that Allah increase in His creation what He will, what Allah will. Now, when you fall asleep, when you look at the nature of the sky, you look at the sky, then you now fall asleep. When you wake up, you still look at the sky, you see it has changed. Meaning the way Allah arrange the cloud and everything, you see it has changed. That's why you know that Allah increased in His creation. Then again, this is where you see you don't know what will happen in a minute, in a second. It's only my Allah is one that know it. Then Allah creates them, those things that will happen in second, a minute, an hour, a day, a week, a month, a year. Allah creates them. Today, what you will do today, Allah will create it. When you see yourself doing it, then that's how Allah created it. The next day, no one knows next day. No one knows what will happen in a second. No one knows what will happen in a minute. So, the next day, if you are the one, maybe you are going to work, you are doing this, you are doing this. You are the one going to the work, you are the one going to the mosque and all that. Then, the next day, you now find yourself, maybe the exact time you are going to that time has increased, or that time you go early or you go late. You see, that's what Allah has created it. Or you find yourself at that particular time, the way you are flying, going to those places, it has changed. You don't find yourself following another way to link to that way that you are going. Or you find yourself doing something. You see, all that what that you are saying is Allah's created. Or on your way going, you'll see something happen on the road. Allah says when I created it. This way you know that Allah said He increased in His creation what He will. What is what Al-Fatih that Quran verse 1 said. Alhamdulillah fatir as-samawati wal ardi ja'ilul malaikata rusulan uli ajnihatin masna wa thulatha wa ruba' yazid fil khalqi ma yasha'u inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. All praise and thanks be to Allah, the originator of the heaven and the earth, who made angel messenger with wing 2 or 3 or 4. Yazid fil khalqi ma yasha'u. He increased in His creation what He will. Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in. Allah is able to do all things. So He said. So at that particular time, when you see something happen, the next day, maybe you are the one going to a place, you are the one going to business and all that. Then the time that you are going, the time has increased or has reduced or has increased. Then that's why you know that. The exact way you see it that day, that is Allah says what I created. That's Allah says created. Then when you are going, maybe on your way you see something happen. Then that's how Allah says created. So that's why you know that Allah increased in His creation. Then the next day that you are going, the next day that we haven't read that you are, Allah will credit it. What will happen, what you do in the next day. When you see yourself doing it, things are that next day, that's how Allah credit. There's again week that is coming. Allah will credit whatever you do on that week. When you see yourself doing something on that week, then Allah says not credit. The years that is coming. What you do, Allah will credit everything. When you see yourself doing things, that's how Allah credit. Second, what will happen second? You don't know. Then Allah credit it. When you see yourself, when you see immediately when the second reach, and then you see something happen, then that Allah is going to credit. That's how Allah credit. So you see, the philosophy behind it has no end. Maybe you are driving a car, you're always driving, and then that car, you are using it, it's new, and then the next day, you see the car, maybe something happened, or the car has still beheld it that before, or it's not beheld it. Or that's what you are saying, Allah says that credit. Or the way you are using it is somehow changed, or Allah says that credit. So that's it. So if you find yourself wake up and sleep, then at that particular time Allah has returned the soul back to your body. If you say yourself fall asleep, then Allah has taken your soul. Your soul is with Allah. Then when you see yourself wake up, then Allah has returned your soul back to your body. Then at that particular time, what you will do, then you should be thankful to Almighty Allah, looking for the command of Almighty Allah, the way He wanted, how He wanted exactly, do it exactly. That's it. So when you hear somebody is talking about the best of God, then you pay attention, because you will never see an imam of this day that allowed us hiding talking of that one. They will even say what they will say. They will say that they never hear it. It is from your mouth they started hearing it. Look at it. Allah said, follow away between they are not following. They are not. So how would they know it? How would they know it? They are negligent to it. How would they know it? So this is it. So you explain to them, and then this best record that we are saying it. If you want to record them the way I'm recording, because this record is very important. Than saying when you finish saying, somebody will hold it in the brain, somebody, another record that you might forget it. But when it's a record, if you see it today, hear it tomorrow, you hear this tomorrow, you hear it, yes, tomorrow, you hear it. That one's still there, where it is. So that's it. So Allah said that Allah yatawaffal anfusa حين الموت والتي لم يمت في منامها ويمسك التي قضى عليها الموت ويرسل الأخرى إلى أجل مسمى إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون. It is Allah who take a soul at a time of their dead. If you see yourself fall dead, then you should know to yourself Allah is what Allah has taken your soul at that particular time. Dead. وَالَّتِي لَمْ يَمُتْ فِي مَنَامِهَا, and those died not during their sleep. Immediately when you fall asleep, Allah has taken your soul. فَيُمْسِكُ الَّتِي قَضَى عَلَيْهَا الْمَوْتِ, Allah hold the soul of those who are already dead with him. وَيُرْسِلَ الْأُخْرَى إِلَى أَجَلٍ مُسَمًّى. Then Allah sent the rest of the soul for a time appointed. He sent, meaning Allah sent. Allah returned those one that went to sleep. Allah returned the soul. For he returned the rest for time appointed, meaning if you see yourself wake up and sleep, then at that particular time Allah has returned the soul back to your body. Then Allah now says, Inna fi zalika la'ayatin liqawmin yatafakkarun. This is a sign for a people who think deeply. Meaning when you wake up and sleep at that particular time, what you do, Alhamdulillah. They are the one you find them say Alhamdulillah. They are the one following the best one, the way to follow Ta'ala. Meaning those ones that think deeply about all Ta'ala. They are the one all the time. They are the one like to follow the command the way he wanted, how he wanted, exactly the way he wanted. That's the thing. So what is it? What is a warning? This is a warning to the whole world entirely. You should know to yourself, if you are committing, or you are doing something, or you are the one that say that you want to fight Allah, or abusing Allah, then you should know to yourself, Allah is one that takes a soul. When you fall asleep, Allah will hold. If you like, you run. For those ones that are running, when you run, you're tired. When you get tired, you fall asleep. And then when you fall asleep, then Allah has taken your soul. If you like, He might return it. If Allah like, He might not return it. Then, if you see yourself wake up and sleep, then Allah has returned your soul back to your body. Then at that particular time, what you do, you think deeply, you be thankful to Almighty. Then again, so you see, so Allah has returned the soul back to your body at that particular time. Allah has returned the soul back to your body at that particular time. When you see yourself wake up and sleep. So at that particular time, you should be thankful to Almighty, following command of Almighty the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. So is it. So you see, at that particular time, you should be thankful to Almighty. So that's it. Then, so that's it. So make sure you follow the command of the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, the way He wanted. That's it. So that you'll be safe. So I think this is where I'm going to stop. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.